In this video, we're going to be creating this title slide animation in PowerPoint. So let's get started. To begin creating our presentation, I already have PowerPoint open. I'm just going to select everything here and I'm going to delete this. I'm going to right click on this, format background, go to color and change it to black. Next, we're going to insert a shape. We're going to insert a circle. I'm just going to click to insert. I'm going to set this to no outline, change the dimensions to 5.9 by 5.9, like that. I'm also going to change the fill color of this to white. Next, I'm going to move this around till it's at the center and also at the middle. And once I see that it's at the middle, I'm going to nudge it slightly to the left, and I'm going to hold Control and Shift, and I'm going to create a copy and give them equal spacing between the two circles. Next, let's insert the text. Go to Insert, go to Text Box, and just draw across here, and I'm going to turn on Caps Lock, and I'm going to write black. I can't see the text, so I'm going to put it over the circle. Change the font to Montserrat. Going to change it to Montserrat, and we're going to change the size to 44. I'm going to increase the size of this text so that it's like that. Let me just do that, and then I'm going to center this text and I'm going to move it over the sphere here. Select both of them and I'm going to group them. Go to Insert once more. I'm going to select Insert a text box, and this time I'm going to write white, like that. Change the text, the font to Montserrat, change the size to 44. Going to increase this as well, and I'm going to make sure it's aligned with this circle and place it like that. Also align the text, select both of them, go to Arrange, and make sure it's aligned to the center. And once again, I'm just going to move it till they have equal spacing between them. Let's open the selection pane to make sure that we have the two images aligned the way we want them. I'm going to go to Arrange, go to Selection pane, and this group is supposed to be at the bottom. That's this black group with this circle below it. And we want the text, this one, which is going to be white. I'm just going to name it white so that we know which text we are working with. And I'm going to, oops, let me change this to white. And we know what we're working with. So we have white on the top, this oval next, and then the group is at the bottom. And we're done with the first slide. Next, let's create our second slide. So I'm just going to go to New Slide and insert a blank slide. Just going to paste an image I already have my clipboard. The link to the image will be in the description below. Let me go to picture format, and the dimensions of this image is 15.5 by 10.33. So I'm just going to go to Insert, go to Shapes, insert a rectangle, and I'm just going to insert that. I'm going to change the dimensions of this rectangle to match our image, so it will be 15.5 by 10.33. And go to Outline, make the outline black, and I'm going to go to Shape Fill, and I'm going to make this no fill, and I'm going to bring it to this image, and I'm just going to move it around till it's behind our image like this, something like that. Let me go to the, let's go to the selection pane, and I'm going to take the rectangle behind the image, and I'm just going to leave it like that. Next, let's insert some text. I'm going to go to Insert, go to Text Box, and I'm just going to, while caps lock is on, type black, and I'm going to use and white, like that. And I'm going to change this, of course, to Montserrat, change the size to 44, increase the size of this so we have this much larger space. And I'm just going to leave the alignment like that, and I'm going to move it till this particular text is aligned to the top of our image. I'm going to hold Control and Shift, and I'm going to create a copy of this text, and I'm going to change this text to presentation, like that. So we're just giving this an interesting title, just a generic title, black and white presentation. And once again, let's insert a text. So I'm just going to, first of all, let me open my notepad. You can just go ahead and find lorem ipsum text on the internet, and I'm just going to copy this lorem ipsum text, and I'm going to minimize it. Go to insert, go to text box. I'm going to create a text box, and I'm going to paste this in. I'm going to increase this, and I'm going to move this around till we have this at the center. You can just leave the text as it is. We just want this for demonstration. Let me just move this like this. So we have this, you know what? Let me move this text up a bit. So we have this presentation, black and white presentation, and we also have this image and this rectangle and this text. Our final detail is going to be a circle. So what we're going to do this time, we're going to go back to our first slide, select this circle which is currently over 9. I'm going to copy it, come back to our second slide, and I'm going to paste it. I'm going to change the size of this shape, this circle, to 42 by 42, and we're going to have this really large circle, and we're just going to bring it here, go to align, align center, go to align once more, align middle. We have our selection pane open, drag the oval to the bottom of our selection, and let's just scroll and we can see the entire thing. Let's look at the presentation view, and you can see, really can't tell that there's anything there, but this is what we are going for. Finally, we're going to add our animation and then transition. First, let's insert a shape. So go to shapes, insert a, says oval. We're just going to insert that, insert a circle. For the dimensions, change this to 12.5 by 12.5, like that. And I'm just going to move this so that the middle aligns like this. So the middle of this larger circle aligns to the middle of the smaller white circle that has the white text over it, and it's the side of the circle is also aligned to the center of this white circle as well. Now let's go to animations, select this white circle here, and we're going to go to animations, select this drop down, and we're going to go to motion path and select shapes, and we're going to select this circular path. Now what we're going to do is move this path around so that it will align to this circle to the best of our ability, and I'm just moving things around, and let me move this bottom part, and we are almost there, like that. Now we have this path. I'm going to hold shift down, grab this handle, and move this till it overlaps with our original circle. Now I'm going to open the animation pane, and I'll just select play all, and it's going to show the path. I'm going to select this circle and delete it. We no longer need it. Select the animation, and let's change the start to with previous. Duration is going to be 5, and right click on this animation, go to effect options, reduce smooth start to 0 seconds, smooth end to 0 seconds, go to timing, select this drop down. On repeat, we're going to say until end of slide, and we're going to click OK. And once again, you can see our circle animation. So let's go to the next one, and we're going to apply some animations as well, and then our transition. Select this first text. We're going to use fade, and we're going to make the start with previous, we're going to leave duration at 0.05, 0.50. And same with this one, we're going to make this fade as well, but this time it's going to be after previous. Select this other text box and add the fade animation as well, but this time go to the effect options and select by paragraph. Now for the first paragraph, we're going to make it after previous. Also, second paragraph is also going to be after previous as well. Finally, let's go to the transitions tab, and I'm just going to apply the morph transition, and you can kind of see what our animation is going to look like. So I'm just going to go to the first slide, open my presentation mode, and you can see we have our circle animation, and every time that circle overlaps our text, we can now see that, oh, it's black and white. You can add the and symbol if you want, or you can add more text, but yeah, that's what we have. So what happens when I click the arrow button, I move on to the next slide, this is what happens, and we have this smooth animation, and then we have our second slide. So very short, very cool animation for a title slide, and I just went back and we have this. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.